I'm sorry I took so long. How's Faith?
She's sound asleep. You might as well stay in here.
She's really sleeping?
Yeah, once I convinced her to put her head down on the pillow, she was out.
Well, so much for what the doctor ordered.
You gotta take her here. Did I just hear the phone ring?
No, but I'm going to put on the answering machine. Sometimes the condolence calls are worse than the funerals.
No, Roger, don't do that. I'll take all the calls. I'm expecting a call from Frank. I don't want any mix-ups.
Something very important?
Yeah.
Well, it's all right if you don't want to tell me about it. I probably couldn't help anyway, in spite of my good intentions.
Roger.
All right, I know I'm rambling on. It's probably the vodka, but I won't have too much.
You are in a lot of pain, but I want you to know one thing. Tom would have died in spite of everything that you did.
You're sweet. Look, tell me about Frank's problem. You two were very miserable at the service, and it wasn't just Tom.
It's depressing. I don't think you want to hear.
Will you stop taking care of me? Now, what is it, another rough story in the papers?
Yeah, but of a different kind. No gossip and no compromising pictures.
Well, that's an improvement.
No, it's political. They're accusing him of financing and setting up the whole New Hampshire thing. Lies, bribes, payoffs.
New Hampshire? You mean the group that was pushing him for the vice presidency?
Those were not grassroots people. They weren't volunteers. They were hired and paid by a huge electronics firm called NLW Industries. And they thought that they could influence Frank somehow. Now, that's insane. I mean, he would die first.
I know that.
But there is evidence against him in writing, and that is very damaging. A letter with his signature endorsing some NLW candidate for federal commission, and then memos from a lobbyist who was the middleman.
A lobbyist?
Samuel Addison Snow, who is conveniently dead. But Roger, I know if he was alive, what he would be telling the FBI. I know Ray set this up. That's what he would say.
Frank's sure about that?
I'm sure. He's withholding judgment. I know she's a friend of yours. I know that you had...
Chill now. You're my sister. I still don't know how Frank found out or who else knows, but is it really possible to get into the papers?
By tomorrow morning, all the information that Finelli got is going to be delivered to all the other reporters. I mean, right now he has an exclusive. That's according to an anonymous note that came with all the other incriminating documents. Then Jack told Frank immediately, and he immediately called the FBI.
So it's up to Jack to write something for Frank's defense.
Yeah, and Snow is dead. Ray's playing dumb, and the FBI, they won't take sides. What is Jack gonna write? I mean, what can any of us do? I have this feeling that Frank is gonna have to resign from the Senate. At least he's not dead. I know we're gonna get through this, but I just feel terrible for him.
Well, it may clear up. You never know.
What, in 24 hours?
It's possible.
Yeah, well, let's hope so.
Look, I need some fresh air. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
You can't just stop by for 5 minutes and tell me that it's over. I can't let it go at that. We have too much.
Siobhan, you shouldn't have come all the way out here.
Yeah, what would you suggest that I do?
Just leave it. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about.
You don't. You love me. And that's not a decision that I came to lightly, and I'm not going to let it go lightly. Certainly not based on the conversation we had this morning. Sorry, sweetheart, I can't make it to your funeral of your friend because I'm walking out of your life. So long, it's been good to know you. What? I mean, I beg your pardon?
Look, there was no way to do it right. I don't want to hurt you.
Well, you have, and you are. Because you're not telling me the truth.
I am. The truth is we don't belong together. I never said I don't love you.
You implied it. Then what in God's name is this all about?
My life isn't the kind someone like you can share. I saw that way back, but I didn't like it, so I didn't think about it. I have now.
Boy, you have to explain that to me. You don't just mean this two different worlds nonsense.
It isn't nonsense.
It is. It's crazy, and I'm not going to listen to it. So what if you were brought up in Brooklyn? So what if I was brought up in Manhattan? We both have decent educations. We both know about hard work, and we can laugh together. Oh, Joe, we love each other. We have something very, very special. I know you think so, and I don't care what you say.
Yeah, I'm getting that, Siobhan. That's why I thought a 5-minute goodbye would do us just as well as something like this. I can't explain enough, and you don't care what I say anyway. It was good. It's over. Let's not drag it out, okay?
You've never been like this with me before. Even in the beginning, you never completely shut down. I don't know what to do. I'm so angry. I feel like running out of here or screaming or hitting you. Tell me what happened.
Nothing. I came out of the clouds.
2 days ago, you wanted to marry me. Tell me what happened.
I got some insight. I don't know. Nothing you did.
Insight? From who? From your uncle?
Tizo would not interfere.
Oh, I don't think so. And I'm sure you wouldn't listen to him if he did. Then what was it? Maybe it was somebody else. Maybe you met perfect lady walked into your life yesterday.
Listen, I want you to leave.
That makes two of us. But this is a little bit important to me, Joe. 2 nights ago, we made love, and I slept in your arms. And I cried about my father. You said you understood. We talked without words, just by touching. I've got to know what happened.
Joe,
Pavel, hello.
you promised me 1,000. And I get 500?
Hey, come inside.
No, I want my money. I did the job. Now I want my money.
Hi. You were right yesterday. I'm not very good at this.
Casual meetings. It's okay. I'm about to put a stop to them. You didn't run into me by accident just now. I came to say goodbye.
We said that already.
No, I mean goodbye. I'm going away. I made a big decision last night. Talked to Mama and Daddy. Talked to Carol. It's all set. I'm off to San Antonio.
What?
Texas. Carol lives there, and, well, we were roommates in college, and we'll be roommates in San Antonio.
Permanently? Nancy, don't do that because of me. Please, if I force you out of your family again and out of the home.
That's just why I wanted to come and talk to you instead of just writing a letter. I'm not being forced. I'm actively seeking it out.
Well, because of me, right?
This is the way I look at it. if you won't live with me, and I can't live with you, I need to make this year or however long as easy as possible on myself. The less anxiety and stress, the better. In San Antonio, I won't be looking around for you around every corner. I won't look at the Hudson and start mooning about the houseboat. I'll be sad, but I won't be surrounded. Okay, I guess it is because of you. But I'm doing this for me. Come on, just say something pleasant. Let me get out of here.
Look, if one of us has to go, it ought to be me.
Oh, no, stop that. I've got my ticket, and I'm halfway packed.
You don't even have a job there.
But I have a friend. She's got connections. I'll manage beautifully.
And what about your parents?
Oh, they won't admit it, but they're better off without me in the nest. We all know it. Goodbye.
Come here. Listen, I love you.
I love you.
If you change your mind, or
Neither of us is gonna do that. I have to go.
Goodbye.
Going up?
Down. Hi.
Hi. Push.
No. Not yet. Not until I get a hug.
Hey, what's the matter?
I'm moving away. And I hate goodbyes, but there's no way around them.
Wait. Moving where?
San Antonio, Texas, and please don't ask me to explain now. I'll write, and Mama will have to have you over for dinner, and she'll give her side of the story. Between us, you should get the whole picture.
I think I have it now.
I think you do, too. You're so smart, Adam. So handsome. So everything. I've enjoyed these few months with you. I've loved being with you.
Not enough.
Let's just be friends.
Always.
Just too much of a good thing, you know? I need some time off. This is ridiculous. I think I'll walk.
Lovely.
Hello?
I was just on my way out. I'll be delighted to delay that. Did you manage to steal a little time for me? Oh,
I'm free all afternoon. That's standard when there's a death in the family.
oh my, yes. Today was the funeral.
Indeed it was.
Poor darling, was it hard on you?
It was miserable on everyone concerned. In fact, you're the first cheerful person I've seen all day. How do you do it, Ray?
Well, every once in a while I get enough of depression. I'm not over, Frank, but...
But you're healing and you'll bounce back.
Absolutely, don't ask me why.
Fortunately, I don't have to. I know why.
It's called Roger.
It's called revenge. It's a good plot. Diabolical. But it's hurting my sister.
How dreadful.
And I have become rather sensitive to both my sister's pain lately.
Doubtless because you know you're responsible for your brother-in-law's death, or maybe because you're thinking about the pain you might feel if the hospital realized that you tampered with Tom's charts.
Oh, my sweet, loving friend, so willing to comfort and listen to me. I wish you'd mentioned that anything I said could be used against me.
Not unless I have to. You see, darling, I am your loving friend, but I'm not Frank's. What he did to me was unforgivable, and the only way I can live with it is to hurt him as much as he's hurt me. That's how I'm going to bounce back, and you can't get in the way of that, no matter how much you need to redeem yourself with your sisters.
You know, when Mr. Snow died in this apartment, I was the one who
only verified that I'd handled it correctly. Now, listen and understand. Yes, you know a great deal about me. You've seen Sam's memo, you know about my plans for Frank and the vice presidency, and you know that an unreported death happened here. On the other hand, I know that you neglected Tom's head injury and that you falsified the hospital records. So, the balances are equaled. You will not say anything, I will not say anything, and your career will continue to blossom.
and Frank's will end.
Absolutely. First there will be Jack's column, then others, then the Senate Ethics Investigating Committee, and then finally, Frank's resignation. After which time, Frank and Jillian can live happily ever after, and I will never give them another moment's thought.
You believe that?
Absolutely.
Ray, revenge is a dish best eaten cold, and your revenge is too soon. It's overkill. If you go through with this now, you'll regret it.
You almost had me there. You are amazingly fast thinking on your feet. You know, I think that's one reason I'm so very fond of you. That and those fantastic eyes, and of course that mouth.
Another time, Ray, all I can think about right now is blackmail.
Oh, not blackmail, secrets, mutual secrets. Darling, don't be too noble on your sister's behalf. It doesn't become you, and besides which, she's got Frank.
Which is more than faith and time. Ray, I've already made my mistakes, but you still have time.
24 hours, and I can't wait for them to be over. I promise you, Frank will get absolutely everything he deserves.
Take it easy.
No.
We'll talk in the kitchen. Sorry, he has a wild temper.
That job was dangerous. You pay me now.
No, you don't have to go in the kitchen. I'm not afraid of him.
This won't take long.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Novotny, hello.
Tizo, remember? May I?
Oh, of course.
This is very light. You'll like it.
No, thank you. I've hardly eaten today.
Oh, then I'll feed you.
No appetite, but I appreciate the thought.
There's nothing I can do for you.
You're keeping me company. That man was certainly upset.
Oh.
Does he work for Joe?
Fisherman.
What's his problem, anyway? I'm sorry, it's just curiosity out of habit. He's none of my business.
Curiosity goes with a good mind and a good memory. There's no real problem. Man works all day in the hot sun, gets fussed about things, upset over nothing. You know what he's doing now? Eating. No loud talk. All he needed was a good meal.
He's okay.
Oh. Take care of your girl here. She needs some lunch.
Still haven't got an answer.
I've said all I can.
You know, if I leave now, I won't be coming back after you.
You're angry, you should be. I wouldn't blame you if you hate me.
You fool.
Well?
I did it. I'll never see her again.
I don't know about that, Joey. I don't like you when you feel bad.
Well, that's the way it is.
Things have changed now.
Like how?
Like maybe you ought to marry her after all. Maybe that's the best way to handle it.
One Tree Hill brothers Nathan and Lucas Scott battle with their past both on and off the basketball court. Check out the Brother from Another Mother One Tree Hill Marathon, Monday starting at 12 noon, right here on SoapNet.